Hello and welcome to the Hard Facts with me, Ayushman Singh Jamwa. Ladies and gentlemen, it just does not stop. We have seen briefing after briefing after briefing from top officials of the Indian military and the Ministry of External Affairs. We have seen video proof of India crushing and dismantling terror launch pads and the critical bases of the Pakistani military. We are seeing the brazen tango of the Pakistani military and political parties rubbing shoulders with terrorists. We have seen Pakistani ministers peddle AI-generated fake news in the National Assembly, and even the Pakistani Prime Minister admit that our BrahMos arsenal decimated their air bases. Yet all of this is not enough for the top opposition leadership and sitting chief ministers from mocking our forces and questioning Operation Sindoor, where India stands victorious on the international stage. You have heard the reactions from a series of Congress leaders, but now Bhagwant Mann, the Chief Minister of Punjab, a crucial border state, the home of brave soldiers who have defended our borders, where a concerted targeting of the Golden Temple was thwarted. This is what he had to say about Operation Sindoor. He said, and I quote, "BJP is seeking votes in the name of Operation Sindoor. These people have turned Sindoor into a joke. They are sending Sindoor to every home. Will you now apply Sindoor in Prime Minister Narendra Modi's name? Is this a one nation, one husband scheme?" Listen in.
मैं यार संदूरां दे नां ते वोटां नहीं संदूर दा जेड़ा मजाक उड्डिया ओह नहीं दिक्खेआ भी मतलब असीं संदूर भी भेजांगे हर घर च थोड़े घरें आऊगा फिर तू ला लेगा कह लेगा भी हाल है मोदी दे नां दा संदूर लादा एक वन नेशन वन हस्बैंड ये स्कीम है.
You can clearly see that his statement aroused a lot of chuckles from those listening. Clearly, Bhagwant Mann thinks he's back at the Great Indian Laughter Challenge, and clearly he forgets he is sitting on the chair of the Punjab Chief Minister. There is nothing funny about what he has said when India has avenged the Pahalgam terror attack and set new red lines with Pakistan. It doesn't even raise any pertinent questions about security and defense, and in turn lampoons India's action against terror, something easily clipped and used by the Pakistani propaganda machine, even roping in the Aam Aadmi Party that has been at the periphery of the political storm. But the Congress that continues to occupy the center of the controversy continues to double down on its stand on Operation Sindoor, without facts and a brazen ignorance of the statements of the DGMOs and the Ministry of External Affairs. Rahul Gandhi has gone on to say that it was under pressure from Donald Trump that the ceasefire was announced. Listen in.
उधर से ट्रंप ने एक इशारा किया, फोन उठाया, कहा मोदी जी क्या कर रहे हो? नरेंद्र सरेंडर, और जी हजूर करके नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने ट्रंप के इशारे का पालन किया.
This has been fact-checked to death, but Rahul Gandhi continues to double down on this claim. Now, he doesn't want to hear the official line. He does not believe the official line, even though he says the Congress respects the forces. Yesterday, you saw how the Congress lauded the Chief of Defence Staff, saying he is above politics, calling him an honourable soldier. But this is what he had to say about the ceasefire. This is the statement from General Anil Chauhan, who says on May 10th at 1 a.m., their aim was to get India to its knees in 48 hours. Operations which they thought would continue for 48 hours folded up in about 8 hours, and then they picked up the telephone and said they wanted to talk. So listen to what he has said. They picked up the telephone and said they wanted to talk. It can't be clearer than that, and this is the Chief of Defence Staff that has made this statement. Despite all this evidence coming in, the Congress continues to double down on this claim that it was Donald Trump who pushed Prime Minister Modi to go for the ceasefire. But where is the ambiguity that the Congress aims to exploit in such a statement? It is bewildering. But if not the CDS, maybe a view from one of their own can fact-check the Congress. Listening to Salman Khurshid and what he said in Jakarta.
Now it's complete hogwash for anyone to say that we called them first. Why would we call them first? Who was at the receiving end by the time that the calls were made? It is more than clear to everybody that the call came from the DGMO of Pakistan. And it came to the DGMO of India. And we stopped when they said, let's stop.
Now, what other evidence does the opposition need when it comes to maintaining the national integrity of Operation Sindoor? Who gains from these irresponsible statements? It is clearly not the people of this country, ladies and gentlemen. It is the propaganda machine in Pakistan. These statements flood the airwaves and online platforms in Pakistan, and many times the Pakistanis themselves are bewildered by the reaction of the Indian opposition. Sample this.
अच्छा डॉक्टर साहब, मैं आपको ना एक इंडियन कांग्रेस के एक रहनुमा है, उनका नाम है पवन खीर साहब। पवन खीर साहब जो है वो एक तरफ तो उनकी पार्टी जो है वो जो डेलीगेशंस जा रहे हैं पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ लॉबिंग करने, एक तो उसमें शामिल हो रहे हैं डेलीगेशन, लेकिन दूसरी तरफ पवन खीर साहब मोदी साहब को किस तरीके से क्रिटिसाइज करें, जरा सुने।
पिछले पूरे एक हफ्ते में अमेरिकी राष्ट्रपति डोनाल्ड ट्रंप एक बहुत खौफनाक बात बोली कि उन्होंने भारत को व्यापार रोकने की धमकी देकर युद्ध रुकवाया। तो सिंदूर का सौदा होता रहा, प्रधानमंत्री चुप रहे। विदेश मंत्री के मुंह से एक शब्द नहीं निकल रहा, एक शब्द नहीं निकल रहा, दोनों के मुंह से नहीं निकल रहा।
ये मैंने एक क्लिप इसलिए चलाया है कि इंडियन कांग्रेस के एक सीनियर रहनुमा जो हैं वो ये कह रहे हैं कि सिंदूर का सौदा होता रहा और मोदी साहब और विदेश मंत्री साहब जो हैं वो खामोश रहे। इतना बड़ा इल्जाम लगा दिया उन्होंने। एक तो उन्होंने एतराफ कर लिया है कि ये जो जंग है इसमें ऑपरेशन सिंदूर नाकाम हो गया, फेल हो गया, और दूसरा इल्जाम उन्होंने लगा दिया है कि सिंदूर का सौदा हो गया है। तो क्या इस तरह का इल्जाम पाकिस्तान की ऑपोजिशन ने लगाया है अपनी हुकूमत पे? नहीं लगाया।
Imagine the Pakistani propaganda machine even saying that the opposition here in Pakistan doesn't even make such statements against the ruling government. Also, the term Sindoor ka sauda becoming a rallying cry in Pakistan to undermine Operation Sindoor. The big question that emerges, ladies and gentlemen, is almost a month since Operation Sindoor, under the garb of asking questions, democracy and freedom of speech, is the opposition at ease with fueling Pakistani propaganda to undermine India's efforts in the fight against terror and the red lines that have been set by the Modi government? Let's decode this.
News18.com marches way ahead of the Times of India with 38% more users on native and social platforms. Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks, way ahead of the Times.